What is going on, everybody? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Friday NBA edition of my DFS podcast. We have 6 games on the main slate tonight. Some interesting things opening up with Luka getting ruled out. We don't have really any injury news to wait on, which is always a plus in my book. It's really just DeAnthony Melton for the Sixers who missed shoot-around. So we can assume that he has a worse chance of playing than actually playing. We got Podziemski on the Warriors is questionable. Malik Monk on the Kings is questionable, and there's really nothing else out there. Seth Curry on the Mavs, I guess, but let's not act like that really matters. A lot of high over-unders. Not too many blowout risks. We have a couple of games at 8 points. We have the Warriors as 12-point favorites against the Wizards, 246 over-under. So we'll get into things here. There's a lot of value, obviously, for the Mavericks. Hopefully these picks help you out, and we can have a nice night heading into the holiday weekend. This slate is looking pretty easy, in my opinion. So for point guard, I want to spend up at Steph Curry. Point guard, he's not a good spot tonight. You look at Trae Young, he's been really good at 10K. He's been getting 50 fantasy points. It's not the best matchup against the Heat, but it's still a high over-under. Trae Young could easily be a good play. I like Steph Curry at 8,800, though, against the Wizards. I mean, I think he could absolutely crush the Wizards here tonight. Anytime Steph Curry's under 9K, he's going to look pretty good because, you know, he gets you over 40 fantasy points a decent amount of times, and he needs just 43 to hit value tonight. He's projected for right around that. He obviously has a 50-plus point ceiling. Great matchup against the Wizards. If this game can stay remotely close, Curry's going to look really good. Obviously, it's a 12-point spread, so a blowout is on the table. But Steph Curry looks good one way or the other at a pretty weak position, in my opinion. Shooting guard, I like Jaden Hardy for obvious reasons. The Mavs are without Luka Doncic, and to even add on top of that, Dante Exum is out too, and he's been a huge piece in this starting lineup with Kyrie Irving remaining injured. So now, this backcourt for the Mavs is just so short-handed. This is an entire bench squad that the Mavs are going to be starting for tonight. Derek Lively's out, Dante Exum's out, Luka Doncic is out, Kyrie Irving is out, Josh Green is out. Maxi Kleber is out. I mean, half the team is out. This is just obvious value for DFS tonight. You're going to want to have 3 to 4 Mavericks in all of your lineups. Against the Rockets, it's only an 8.5-point spread. The Rockets still aren't that good. So, this could have easily been, you know, against a lot of teams with this Mavericks lineup, this could have easily been a 13 to 15-point spread. But 8.5 looks pretty good in terms of, you know, risk of a blowout. It could be way worse. Jaden Hardy at 4,900 probably starting as the main point guard tonight. Obvious play here. He needs 25 fantasy points to hit value. He's going to have a ton of usage. Another play here, small forward Tim Hardaway. Load them all up. He's probably starting as well. When he gets the minutes, he can cook. Every time he gets over 30 minutes, he plays well. 36 minutes, 43 fantasy points. 35 minutes, 35 fantasy points. 36, 37. So he seems to be a fantasy point per minute. We can project him for 32 to 38 minutes tonight just because the Mavericks are so short-handed. And if he gets his shot going, I mean, Hardaway could put up 30 real points in the blink of an eye. He's going to put up so many shots tonight just because the Mavericks have no one. He's their main offensive scorer tonight. We know Grant Williams is Grant Williams. He'll hit his open corner threes. Dwight Powell is... Don't even get me started on Dwight Powell. I don't even want to pick him tonight. He's so bad. I like Hardaway at small forward. He can play shooting guard too if you need it. Power forward, one more Mavs just to jam them down your throats here. I mean, it's just an easy play. Derek Jones, 5,800. All three, Hardy, Hardaway, Derek Jones. These are the 3 main Mavericks pieces for tonight. You just got to pick all 3 of them. Now, if you want to rotate between Grant Williams, Dwight Powell, or whoever you think is coming off the bench, if you want to play 4 Mavs, go for it. But these are the 3 right here that you want to have in all of your lineups tonight. It's only a 6-game slate. This is the value you got to get to. Is it exciting? No, but do you want to be losing money because you see Jaden Hardy get 30 fantasy points and you don't have him? You also don't want that. So these are the value plays tonight. Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to play these Mavericks. And then for center, weird spot here. We got Nurkic out for the Suns, so we either have Metu or Eubanks starting. I honestly don't care who starts. I think they do a pretty good job of splitting these minutes right in half. Metu for 20, maybe Eubanks for 20, and they fill those last 8 minutes somewhere else. Who else do they even have for big guys? Let's check it out here. They got Bobo. Maybe he makes an appearance. I doubt it. They got Bates Diop. I don't know if they've played him at the 5 this year, but it's really Eubanks and Metu, and they can both play power forward or center on FanDuel, which is extremely nice because this is a slate where you're going to want to get to Embiid or Jokic at center, and having Eubanks and Metu as power forward eligibility guys is massive. Although in this video, I'm putting them at center just to stay cheap. The reason why I like Eubanks is I think he plays the same amount of minutes as Metu, no matter who's starting, and he is a way better fantasy point per minute guy than Metu is. His minutes on the court are far more valuable in the fantasy world than Metu. He needs 20 fantasy points. He's only $200 more than Metu. And he's just going to get there a lot easier. He's gotten there a lot this year playing bench minutes behind Nurkic at 15 to 17 minutes. If he's playing 22 to 25 minutes today, getting to 20 fantasy points is going to be fairly easy for Drew Eubanks. And if you remember him, I don't know if it was last year or 2 years ago, when he was on the Trailblazers and he was starting whenever the big guy was out, whether it was DeAndre Ayton or maybe even Nurkic at the time, Drew Eubanks is great at filling in and hitting his value when he's 4K, especially when he gets over 20 minutes. He has gotten over 20 minutes this year. Earlier in the season, 26 minutes, 22 fantasy points, 20 minutes, 28, 2020, 2021. So he's a fantasy point per minute guy. Metu, not so much. He's not nearly as good as Drew Eubanks. I mean, we see him get minutes and he can be really bad. So I don't know. This is really up to you. I'm favoring Drew Eubanks over Metu. The thing is, it's a 10 o'clock Eastern game. We're not going to know who's starting here. They're basically the same price, so if you wanted to put Eubanks in and then edit your lineup and put Metu in, if he's starting, go for it. I still like Eubanks more, even if he's coming off the bench. I think he's a better per minute guy, and I think they end up playing the same amount of minutes at the end of the day. That'll do it for this video, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Let's have a big Friday night here. Looking forward to it. Like this video, subscribe. We have NFL Saturday again, and then a busy Christmas Eve Sunday for football. I'll have some promos going for sure. But until next time, this is my last video before the holidays, guys. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you guys celebrate. Stay safe and enjoy time with your family. Until next time, though, I am the FD Guru. Peace.